5, understanding classes. So what are classes? In Java, classes are a part of object-oriented programming, and Java is an object-oriented programming language. In object-oriented programming, you put data together with methods that will act on that data into classes. So you can have classes like we've seen already, like the math class in Java, that's just a collection of useful methods of a similar nature. The math class has math methods in it. So there are classes that are just like that are just methods. There are other classes that let us group data and methods together. So you can have a class like fraction, which allows you to store the data for a fraction, which is numerator and denominator, and also useful methods like add, subtract, multiply, divide, decimal value, simplify. And those would allow you to create fraction objects and do, say, arithmetic with fraction objects. Or there's a class ArrayList that lets you put collections, a whole bunch of variables of a certain type together into one thing and refer to them by number. So if you need to store 10,000 words, for example, you don't have to store it as 10,000 separate string variables. Now, in this unit, we're going to talk about what classes are and why they're useful, what instance and static variables are and how they are different from each other, what constructors do, why we need accessor and mutator methods, and how to create and use them. We're going to talk about class methods. We'll talk about how we reference an object that's taking an action versus a parameter for a method. So if we have if we have a fraction a, we'll say a dot get decimal value. That means fraction a is going to return its own decimal value, versus a static method with the last topic in there where we might say decimal value parentheses a, so that decimal value might be a static method where the fraction a is a parameter instead of the object taking action. And all that will become clear